What's up, people? Welcome back to Daily Red Devil for all of your latest Manchester United transfer news and talk. Hope everyone is doing well on this Wednesday evening. I hope everyone is feeling super positive, because I certainly am. We obviously usually go live at 6 p.m, but there has been a massive story that's come out in the last kind of 10 or 15 minutes or so, and I did want to bring it to you, so I have jumped on stream early. As always, we've got an absolutely massive show for you guys tonight, so please do make sure you smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's jump straight on into it. So let's start with the big topic of the day. Let's speak about the takeover. You know, I don't really like to talk about this, but when something like this comes out, I do think it's impossible not to do a video about it. So this is coming in from Mike Keegan, as well as another journalist in the UK. And there's 2 or 3 different stories to bring to you here, okay? The headline is that the Manchester United takeover is still ongoing and has not been paused. I mean, at the end of the day, we said this on the video yesterday. If the takeover had been paused, we would have been told this by somebody more legit than iFootball or whoever it was who's reported it. So these are the 4 different stories that we've had this afternoon surrounding the takeover. So the first one is coming from Mike Keegan. He says there remains a confidence among those close to Sheik Jassim that they will win the race to buy Manchester United. Okay, that's really positive. And then the next one is Manchester United takeover discussions remain ongoing, with the Glazers continuing to talk with a number of parties. So to be very clear, the Glazers are negotiating with both Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheik Jassim, not just one or the other party. So they're talking to both parties. Okay, the third story, there remains a confidence amongst those close to Sheik Jassim that his bid for Manchester United will win. However, neither group is thought to have got close to the $6 billion that the Glazers are reportedly seeking. Okay. And he also goes on to say that negotiations are currently taking place with multiple parties as the Manchester United saga rumbles on. The takeover has not been paused. So the key thing is here, guys, the takeover has not been paused. That was false information. As I said yesterday, why would iFootball, this, let's be completely honest, I've never even heard of iFootball. Why would this blog, website, whatever you want to call it, have the exclusive news on the Manchester United takeover? They simply wouldn't, would they? You know, we're going to get these from more legitimate journalists. And let's be completely honest with you, iFootball is not the kind of journalist or platform that I listen to when they come out with something. I know people will say Mike Keegan this, Mike Keegan that, but the thing you have to remember with Mike Keegan is he's been very good around this takeover. He's had some really good information, and he has also been quite anti-Qatar from what I've been seeing. And the fact that he's come out saying that ultimately he's been told that Sheik Jassim thinks he's going to win, like, why would he put that information out? Usually he puts out quite negative information towards Qatar. So I do think that's quite an interesting one. But yeah, so just to be very clear, the story is coming out from Mike Keegan, and he is reporting that the sale has not been paused, and that ultimately it is ongoing and both parties are still in the race. So the headline is Manchester United takeover discussions remain ongoing despite the 9 months of negotiations. And he goes on to say that Sheik Jassim's bid is believed to be the favourite amongst the Sheik Jassim camp. Let me know what you think about this one. So let me know what you think about this particular source that's come out with this news. I think this is way more interesting personally than iFootball yesterday. Like, if you actually read the article from iFootball yesterday that everyone was going absolutely mental for, the bit about the takeover was sandwiched at the very bottom of an article, right? When they were talking about Rasmus Højlund. Like, it wasn't even a dedicated piece about the takeover. It was some really strange article that the majority of it was talking about Rasmus Højlund, and then at the very bottom they started talking about the takeover. Whereas this is somebody who's come out specifically talking about the takeover. I know some people don't like Mike Keegan. I'm not sure why. Some people don't think he's a very good journalist, but in my opinion, he has been really good around the takeover. He has been really on the ball with most of the things up until this point. So when somebody like this does do a news piece, I do usually listen. I'm not saying that he's going to be 100% right, but ultimately all he is saying is that ultimately the takeover hasn't been paused, okay? And I said this to you guys yesterday. I said that at the end of the day, we're going to get this story coming out saying today that the takeover has been paused. You wait 24 hours and somebody else will come out saying that it's back on. That's just how it works with Manchester United. It's literally just a yo-yo, isn't it? 1 minute it's off, the next minute it's on. 1 minute it's off, the next minute it's on. That's literally how it's going to be until the Glazers leave the club. It will just be constantly back and forth. And we've just got to get used to that. We really do. I know it's frustrating. I know it's upsetting. I know it's doing everyone's head in. But at least we are getting some positive stories coming out again. Like, because yesterday, everyone was so negative. Everyone was like, oh, the Glazers are staying, it's over, what are we going to do, blah, blah, blah. And I just was sat there thinking, at the end of the day, guys, this is Manchester United. It's the biggest club in the world. Of course, there's going to be contrasting stories. Of course there is. It's never going to be 100% easy with Manchester United. And I do like the fact that this story has come out today. I really, really do. I do like the fact that we are starting to see some positivity around the takeover again.